me. Got the key dancing, trying to block me. Side to side, how my fingers don't faze me. Crazy to say, but nothing gonna stop me. You're talking, look at you. I ain't playing with you. I ain't playing with you. You should say what you say. Oh, come on, get it on my own. Oh, come on, get it on. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you your love, your love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to your love, your love. Close your eyes, baby, let me show you your love, your love. Come on, baby, let me get you close to your love, your love. Show you, let me show you your love, your love.
Good morning, South Florida.
And welcome to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show.
Grab your coffee as we brew up the talk of the day.
From the latest scoop around town,
To feel-good stories and messages of hope.
a few jokes and live calling,
Highlighting local businesses.
discussing hot trends and news stories.
A dash of feel-good nostalgia.
I love those morning cartoons.
Keeping up with upcoming events.
Sometimes trying and delicious foods.
Weekly horoscope updates.
An occasional flying duck.
Some sparkle dust.
Don't forget my bell.
And my wand.
With our brew crew laughing on set.
So grab your coffee, your bagel, donut, or any breakfast as we get you up and ready for the rest of your day.
And don't leave us hanging. Here is a follow. Comment live or call right into the show at 888-994-4995 Studio B.
Whether it's a tip of the day or just to say good morning, we'd love to hear from you.
From Amp Media Production Studio, it's
The Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. Freddie. 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 Freddie, you have to get up. We've got a morning show to do.
Just give me 5 more minutes. Where'd I put my hat?
Come on, Freddie. You don't have time. Get out of bed.
I can never find my hat when I need it.
We'll get the hat at the studio. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Pour yourself some coffee and get to the studio because it's time for the morning show.
Now where's my bell?
Welcome to the morning show with Dawn and Freddie S., the South Florida show that everyone's talking about.
And welcome to the morning show. This is the morning show, right?
I think
Yes.
it is. It might be.
It's 9 a.m.
It's like
I
Monday
think
all
it might
over
be
again.
the evening show. I'm ready for bed.
Where's Doc Brown of the DeLorean? Our whole time-space continuum's off.
Michael, I had no idea what that meant.
I don't even know what he's
Back to
talking
the
about.
Future?
I never watched that movie.
The DeLorean,
Really?
yes. The DeLorean was the car they use. It's actually down at the Miami, whatchamacallit, right?
Oh.
Tammy was down there, and it has the hook on the top and all that. But that car didn't look like that in the movie, did it?
Yeah, well, no. So they used multiple cars for different functions. during
That's
the
what it
filming.
was. Okay.
So they had a drivable one, then they had one that they were for like the second movies where they would fly it.
DeLorean.
Right.
You
My-
seen the
It
movie?
actually flew around, right?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because they basically at the end of the second movie,
Hey.
they went to like 2015. They had a converting kit that would let it fly. That's the basis. in the
Crazy. We're
story.
in 2025. We still don't have flying cars yet.
Not yet.
Pretty
because
close though.
We should not have flying cars.
No, we should.
You know, my uncle-in-law bought one of the real version of it. The what it's based off of. What's that called, Freddie? The 80s car?
The DeLorean.
But the real version. Is it still called DeLorean?
DeLorean, yeah. That's what
Actually,
we're
they
talking
were a
about. DeLorean.
failure when they came out because they were all seen as still, and the guy who invented it was involved in drug smuggling.
That's why he had it. He had different compartments on the bottom of the car or something. But the DeLorean now is, you can't afford to buy it anymore, right? After the movie came out?
Right, because before nobody wanted to buy it. Now you can't afford it.
It's like the Tesla.
How much is it? Not the Tesla, the DeLorean thing.
It's $1 million? I
Yeah, it's
don't
$1
know. We have to
million.
look it up.
My
Look
uncle
it up.
bought one.
Look it up.
For his mother.
For how long ago?
Not the 80s, like like, I don't know, like less than 10 years ago.
Well, check it out. Let's see how much the DeLorean is worth today.
Interesting.
I actually ran into a guy who customized one to be the one from the movie.
See, that's sick. I would do that. I would get like a car that's similar to one in a movie and make it look exactly like that movie.
Well, you know, there's actually a reference to it at the new theme park.
Like the Batmobile.
40 to over 100.
40 to 100?
Yeah, that's a really wide range, but yeah.
It is.
Very
That's got to
wide.
be something that doesn't run to something that runs.
Yeah.
Typically 50 to 70.
All right, so if you were to describe a car that matches your personality, what would that car be?
1957 Chevrolet Corvette.
Why a 57?
57 to 60.
Why?
Just the look, the old vibe, that
You
old
like the old-
LA, classic LA, old Hollywood. Love that look.
So what are you saying?
fits
That
me.
you're classic?
He's an old
I like to
fashioned.
think I'm
school?
classic.
You're old school?
He's an old soul at heart. He likes things like 55 Chevys that never go out of style.
As for me,
Old Mercedes.
That's for me.
Old Mercedes.
as for me, there are two wolves inside of me, two cars, if you will.
Okay.
One of them is the Barbie car. The second one is Shadow the Hedgehog's Dark Rider.
I can see that.
Ooh. Okay. I don't think he even knows what that means, but
I know
It's
what
a
it
motorcycle.
means.
Freddy's a clown car.
I've seen it.
No,
I've seen
Shadow
it.
the Hedgehog's motorcycle.
There was a movie. I've seen it.
Freddy's an
yeah,
old
yeah.
Fiat.
No, not quite. But if he has a nice car.
Probably for me, it'd
He's
be
a
the
Kia
tumbler
Soul.
from Dark
Kia Soul.
from the Nolan Batman film.
what?
What?
Remember the big old tank car that he had from the first Nolan Batman film?
No.
I can't
No,
remember.
the only Nolan Batman film anybody watched was Dark Knight.
Right, but remember how he had the tank thing?
Wasn't that just the Batmobile?
That's pretty much what it was. It was
Okay.
called the tumbler.
Okay.
Have you
Okay,
seen this with Chris
Batmobile.
Nolan, though? This new movie he's putting out? He released tickets like a year early.
Odyssey?
The
Yeah.
Odyssey. He released them a year early
I
for the
can't wait
IMAX.
to see it.
You have tickets?
Have
No.
you read the
Yeah,
original
Hell no.
myth?
They sold out in 5 seconds. No joke, a year early.
You should read the original myth. It's actually quite fascinating.
You know, I actually might before I watch that movie. Because he's going to do so well with that movie. I already know it. I should read about
Have
it.
you watched-
Actually, fun fact. So the main guy that's in the Odyssey, he's the guy that Sean Bean plays in Troy.
But wait a minute. Odyssey is another Batman flick?
No, it's Greek mythology.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy. Okay, so
The
he
basic
made
premise
he
is-
made one of
Palmer
those.
and-
those
Nolan made Interstellar, The Prestige.
oh, so he made that movie already. He's selling tickets. It's not even finished.
Yeah, they're not done with it.
It comes out in theaters next July.
But have you seen the trailer for it? It looks AI generated. It looks
it's
awful.
all teaser.
Yeah, it looks
It
awful.
has nothing. They started production, but it's nothing that they
I
can make
swear,
a full
if
trailer
using
on.
AI, we're dead as humanity is dead. If
I think we should dump
Trailers
AI
are-
and start using HI.
Apparently, there was AI in this month's Vogue. I got my
That's
magazine.
Oh my
awful.
goodness.
And I saw a model and she looked AI generated, and I was like,
Yeah.
it's really sad.
Can you tell when something's generated AI? Because it's too
It
good.
just,
Oh,
it
yeah.
doesn't look normal.
It just
there's
doesn't.
always
There's
gotta
something
be
about
some
it.
kind of like tell.
It's like
Yeah.
too perfect, too like.
But the Odyssey trailer had that
Fake
look
looking.
to it and it looked
Yeah.
awful.
But
Either
aren't they?
that or just too many imperfections.
But aren't they using AI now in animation to make it look
Yeah,
even
but it
better?
still doesn't feel right.
They
Yeah,
might be, and
well.
if they are, they
So,
should
like,
be.
for example, a human doesn't have the same walk cycle in AI that it does in real life.
Well, how expensive is human animation versus AI animation?
Well, see, here's the thing. AI is also terrible for the environment because of the servers
see.
that they have to.
I know Elon Musk let us know that. Not Musk. Was it Musk that he quit Bitcoin because
he
of
would
it?
not let us know how bad it is for the environment.
I don't know, but we know how bad it is.
It is bad, yes, because of the heaters. But the bottom line here is, cost-wise, to produce a animated movie, is it cheaper to use AI?
Let's see. I'm using ChatGPT right now.
But even if it is,
Are you?
Yeah, I am.
I got to tell you, in the IT business, people that they get for programming, they're using AI to resolve issues.
I know. It's so awful.
It isn't awful. It's fast and it's quick and it works.
Yeah, it works because people are soulless.
Here's the difference on a upfront
like
cost. AI is 0 to 10 grand. Real animators are like 10 grand to 500,000.
Yeah. I mean, the problem, let's say that you run your business. You're going to open up Alex LLC and you're in the animation business, hypothetically. And you have to give Michael a movie. And Michael says, my budget is 10 grand. And you say, well, I can do it for 20. Is that movie going to get done? No.
Find someone else.
Okay, you
Because
keep
if
looking.
I was a company, I wouldn't do AI generated work. I would
Okay.
give the high quality, real life.
So
Yeah, but
you
if you're
will-
a studio head,
okay,
you
so
don't care
you
about
will
that.
water it down to a $10,000 budget, and is he going to be happy with it, knowing that if he uses AI, he got better quality?
He's not going to get better quality with AI.
You think so? You
No.
don't
No,
think
so.
And it will cause an outrage, an absolute outrage, because
No
that's
one's gonna
taking
wanna
away
watch
jobs. Nobody wants
Exactly.
to do
Yeah,
that.
it's taking away jobs. The whole point of AI is to do.
Takes away art.
I mean,
Yeah,
SAG
it's
did
It's
a.
basically
The point-
stealing
the
art
initial
from people
point
that
of-
actually create it. See, there's a difference between learning from art, like say, okay, Michelangelo's David, right? There's being inspired by it, and then there's copying it to create your own work, right?
Alex, what were you going to say?
Thank you. The difference, the whole point of AI, the original point, was for it to do our chores for us, so that we would have time to focus on art and creativity.
Yeah, like productivity and
Oh.
Exactly.
things like that.
You know
yeah.
what? Did you guys hear about that that thing where they ran a test on ChatGPT and they told it to sort of run a company and be preemptive with its decisions and look long term, and then they started dropping hints to it that it would push out the AI, and it started doing a self-preservation thing where it would blackmail its fake employees and whatever, and in the simulation
It turned into a humanistic role.
it took up the self-preservation.
I find that to be such an outstretch. See, the bottom line here is that we're looking at AI being too perfect, and other people are looking at the human characteristic not being good enough. So the problem you have here is you have low expectations because of output, high end because you didn't even see this coming. But don't you think maybe it's human error that's creating all the AI influx? We're just not as good as we used to be. Is that a possibility?
Try
The
anymore.
whole point of art is like the whole point of everything that we do that's given like awards and whatever, like the Olympics. It's the point of effort.
Yeah, but
That's why
you
it's
don't get a
celebrated.
you don't
We
get a
put
go-
time and effort into it.
but you don't get a gold medal in the Olympics for trying. You get a gold medal for winning. So
yeah,
the United
because
States,
the effort that we put in and we won it, that's what's celebrating.
the United States decided to invest in their Olympians. There was a time when Olympians were just people that worked out part time, and I think it was Steinbrenner who changed that, the owner of the Yankees, and they put money into the Olympics. So now they have training facilities and everything else.
Politician was never a job.
But the training facility becomes AI, where if you want to be as good as AI, there's nothing wrong with a producer using AI. It's just that when AI takes over the producer, that's when we have a problem.
Exactly.
But are we giving ourselves that ability of being at least the effort, to use your words, to be that good? Are we doing that? Because compared to the world, our education, I think, is 34th to the entire planet.
However, realistically,
We
one of
rank
the worst
number one in
education
3
systems.
categories.
But then to that point, that's why AI is being so effective, because we have one of the worst education systems in the world.
Well, yeah, and because we're becoming lazy to the point where, AI can just do it for me. That's
Thank
the
you.
problem.
That's-
it's becoming too convenient.
that's
We
the
were
problem.
built on convenience, so we keep building on convenience.
That's
So that's all it's going
the
to be.
greatest
when we get
danger
to
to the
it, so.
American society is convenience.
Well, we don't milk a cow. We expect it to be in our fridge.
But yeah.
When you open the fridge, where's the cow?
What do you mean? I have to actually milk the cow? Like
That's
the
right.
the
How do
milk-
you do that?
What?
well, realistically, AI is here to stay. However, there should be, just like how the computer was, and people were freaking out over that in the past. But the thing is, when AI is going to stay,
Yeah.
there has to be regulations for it put in place, just like everything else. Every other technology has.
But what is it?
regulations.
What is it? Do you want it to protect the lazy person not working, or what?
No, we're supposed to go against the lazy person.
I know, but that's my point. I think we should be better.
I feel like AI. Yeah, we also have to better ourselves with that.
You know, I got to tell you
There should
something.
be copyright things with AI art because it steals from
Well,
artists.
that's another show. The copyright thing is another show. But I got to tell you, you guys are arguing my point. You know, you're saying about old school, about being a fiat, about old school. We didn't have any of this technology. We had to earn our way. You had to make a ribbit, a bivet. What is it on the ship?
Rivet.
A rivet. You had to make a rivet. Nowadays, you get a computer that makes the rivet.
Well, I bet your great-grandparents would say the exact same thing to you.
No, my great-grandparents had limited education, but they knew how to survive off the land.
Exactly.
They knew that if they
How many
didn't...
of you guys know how to fry an egg today?
Well, how to fry an egg is a bad example.
Yeah, it's an awful example.
Or sew a button, or...
Listen, there were times I used to ask my grandpa, "So you know how to turn on a microwave?" And they used to call me to hit the button. So
Yeah.
that's a give and take. I'm just talking about what she's talking about.
Yeah, the lazy
Effort-
person who doesn't
effort.
work uses AI.
That's right. But effort is the deal. Not trying to get over is the deal. And I think that what you're watching is employment looking now for somebody not only that knows AI, but how to take advantage of it.
But Freddie, do you think the standard has changed
Absolutely.
for what counts
The
as
demand
survival?
has changed.
What counts for hard work? Do you think that element has changed over time?
What counts for work is in the eye of perception. If you're making an effort and you still come in second, you're a winner in my deal. If you don't try, and you're full of excuses, then I mean, I don't know how not to say this. I've been barred from saying it, but
Stop having victim mentality.
Oh,
I mean, we got to get to a point where we have to take accountability for just what we're producing and what we're doing. I got 4 phone calls yesterday because of the work that we are all doing on the road. 4 phone calls, and they want us to do things, and it's going further north, it's going further south. But they're finally beginning to understand that if you put in effort, you're going to get attention. If you put forth a marketing campaign, and I show you the numbers, I sent it on the group chat. If you do that, people are going to notice. The problem with our business is consistency. Because on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you're one person. Thursday and Friday, Saturday, you're a different person.
that's where formulas come in.
Or you get tired. It's consistency, and you have to keep driving and going. So AI can be your friend. Don't let people tell you that AI seems to be the enemy. It's not. It can be your friend. You just have to know how to
It's
work
like
with
everything
it.
in moderation. AI in moderation.
Yeah.
And creators should use AI because all of a sudden, I didn't know that on Facebook because I'm not allowed apparently to put things on the cafe, but I am using now the AI part on the bottom that says fix your vocabulary, your spelling, and all. Did you see that?
Oh, the Grammarly stuff.
Yeah,
Wow!
that's what I use when I write my scripts.
What? Well, all of a sudden, I think I
that's
can put something with intelligence.
Because I have dysgraphia, so I have a spelling issue.
I think I could put something with intelligence. Something, but you're still gonna get mad at me because
Yes.
it's funky.
Because
It's
even
different.
if the caption is perfect, the photo is weird.
I got yelled at because
Or
of
does
one
not work.
photo. I don't understand that, but people love it. People love the attention. They love the craziness. They expect it. And then the normal. I've never done anything normal,
No.
including on you guys. What, you think you're normal?
Oh no.
No,
There was
I
a-
don't think I'm normal at all.
Well, that's a given. I mean, there isn't
I've
one normal
never
person in
been
this
normal.
building. Well,
I
but
chose
then
to
again,
own
you
my
want me to
business.
be normal on social media.
No, I'm not saying anything about normal. Like, we post funky and fun stuff.
Yeah, what did you
I'm
do
just
last
saying
night?
the
Wait.
quality,
Let's
the
talk about that.
quality, The quality.
The
that's
quality.
What I'm saying.
You want it to look
You
good.
posted like a 1-pixel photo
Yeah.
with like a terrible caption. And I was like, Freddie, you can't post this.
Okay, the captions now are being repaired.
Okay, but that one pixelated photo.
There was
no.
nothing wrong with that.
It was terrible.
Listen, Mrs. Cave Woman.
Terrible.
What the hell was that on TikTok? You look like you were in the abyss. I'm
I
like,
was in my bed.
I'm like,
and it was
what?
dark in my room.
And she's talking like she's talking to someone. I'm saying she's talking to the
Talking
ghost.
to my fans.
Talking to your fans.
We post a lot of interesting
Did you
things
see
that
it?
perform.
She was.
Boom,
It
new
comes up
person.
on my TikTok. Don't
She
ask me
follows
why.
me.
No. Well, don't you follow her?
I'm so stalking your TikTok.
No, it's stalking me. It
You
shows
have
me.
TikTok too?
Yeah, I'm on TikTok all the time.
But like you're like posting on TikTok.
Yeah.
Don't even
No,
talk
he
to HR about
doesn't.
that
He
one.
posted
No
one
way.
video one day of us sitting back there.
And everybody screamed at me. That one actually got a lot of hits.
Okay.
This is how we do it. Is this all right?
Yeah.
And I said,
It
a
was like
regular
a 5-second
day.
video.
A regular day at the office. And I'm like, I thought it was hilarious.
Yeah, he sees my videos at like 3 in the morning when he's up scrolling on TikTok.
They pop up. I'm gonna tell you, that's a scary thing.
You just be surfing the web.
That's all he does is surf the web.
I
Surfing
do.
the web isn't even a thing anymore.
No?
No.
What are you, scuba dive the
It's
web?
such a thing. You can surf the web.
Yeah, they put too many restrictions.
I need a boogie board
I like the
first.
term surf the
Yeah,
web.
like
I always sell them at Five Below.
ooh.
Boogie boards.
Surf the web.
Boogie
Should we
boards.
go to the beach today?
We can. We have production stuff.
Go boogie boarding?
We have to work.
We came up with a concept.
Rats.
The what was it?
You're the girl who gets to go eat
the
food
ship.
all day.
The shipwrecked sailors.
The shipwrecked sailors. So he's gonna dress up with a bunch of pirates on the beach. They're
What
gonna
are you
clean
gonna
up the
do?
beach.
Find a one piece?
Actually,
I actually
the-
have a treasure chest.
Actually,
and a skeleton.
the turtles are hatching. Seen this? Everybody's doing the video with the turtles and all that smelly seaweed all over the place. Millions of views.
Why is it smelly?
Oh, because it's rotting and they're not allowed to take it out.
Because it bakes in.
I was
Oh,
I was at
smelled.
Oh,
before.
I'll take you so you can.
I'm good.
And done.
I was in
See,
Canada.
everyone thinks the smell of the ocean is great until you take it out of the ocean area and then it's
No, not the ocean. This is.
I was in Canada and we went. We were in Toronto and then we went to Niagara and we did the River of the
There's
Mist.
still a fall there, or did it dry up?
It's good. It's
Did
good.
Niagara Fall?
Did you just ask if Niagara Falls dried
Somebody-
out?
Somebody
Falling?
told me it was.
Is Niagara Falls still
Still
falling?
falling.
Niagara Falls still
They told me
falling.
it was drying up.
Oh goodness gracious.
No, it's not.
But I was there.
That's like asking if your refrigerator is running.
Catch it before it goes out the door.
Go catch it. But I was there, and you see all this sea foam there, and it's so gross. And I mean, it's just
You
disgusting.
see
with all
sea
those...
foam at the
No,
Niagara
but it's
Falls?
it's not like just like sea foam. It's
like
dirty
waterfowl.
ass sea foam.
Oh, it's dirty.
Very dirty.
That's dirt.
It was very gross.
Why didn't you get in a barrel? You ever seen this? You get in. You would know this.
I
You get
know,
in a
go-
barrel
go
and you
over the
go
fall.
over the falls.
Oh,
you ever
goodness
seen that? They
gracious.
used to do that.
There's a woman who survived going down
My dad was telling me
Niagara
about
Falls. I don't know if she did it in a barrel, but she was.
Yeah, they did it in the barrel back in the
She
day.
better do it
Yeah.
in a barrel because I'm
and
gonna
she
tell
survived.
you.
She's like the first woman to like go down Niagara Falls,
Yeah.
and everyone was like, "What?" She was like,
And then she died of pollution intoxication down at the foam. See?
I love how on the trip they were like, soon it's gonna turn into a rapid from erosion, and then my dad and I was like, I can't wait till it turns into a rapid. My dad's like, they've been saying that since I was a kid. I was like,
Yeah, well, that's the problem with waterfall erosion. It takes millions of years. The Grand Canyon is a prime example. That was all done by one river over
I was
millions
gonna
of
say.
years.
I have to say this:
Canyon.
Niagara Falls is
You won't be here
underwhelming.
when that happens.
I got a technical question for the minds of the room.
Okay.
Why is the ocean salty?
That's actually the mineral recomposition in the rocks of the ocean.
You know, you have to spoil it for everybody, right?
You asked.
No,
But
no,
it's
I don't know.
he's right.
It's a basin for all waters to empty into for millions and millions of years, and the erosion makes it salty. And the clouds that come out, the water is clean.
Because it's called desalination.
Right,
Yeah.
but why
the ocean
is that?
responsible for like a
'Cause it
majority
evaporates
of
and
the.
Because the salt water is denser than fresh water. So as the water heats up, all the fresh water goes up into the clouds until it reaches over land. Where
So why are fish living in salt water and not fresh water?
some are?
Some are.
You have
I feel like
saltwater
Paul
fish and
Rudd at Star
freshwater
Talk.
fish.
There's just different kinds of fish.
Right, they evolve differently. For example, a saltwater fish can't exist in fresh water and are fresh in salt.
But there are
But
some
there is the
that
bull
can
shark,
go,
which
like a
can do
bull
both?
shark can
And
go.
Frog?
Frogs, they're amphibians, so I would.
They're predominantly freshwater.
They're predominantly freshwater, but there are some that.
But like for example,
Because I
Depends on
see
the
frogs in the
species.
beach.
yeah, but so for example, salmon they can go from saltwater to freshwater and back.
Really?
But so can.
But
the
that's
bull
a part
shark.
of their like reproductive system.
I didn't
they
know
have
that.
to go
And the bull
back.
sharks can do the same thing.
A bull shark too?
Like they
They
found
do
bull sharks in like
fresh
rivers
water?
and like the Great
In fact,
Lakes.
the bull shark is
Really?
the basis for Jaws.
Did you know this?
Yeah,
You didn't know this.
nice
right?
job, Michael.
Wow, look at you. You
Sorry, I
didn't know.
saw something.
Yeah, I accidentally
Get
stepped
turned
on a
off.
cable.
Yeah, that happened.
Yeah.
Why would a bull shark be the basis for
cable
Jaws
guy.
when it's a
Because it
great
was in
white?
New Jersey, in Matawan.
So yeah, like a bull shark, they can swim up like channels
Creeks
and
and-
rivers and stuff, and they've found bull sharks in like the Great Lakes and other lakes and stuff, and so that was obviously really terrifying.
Yeah, I'm
So that was
selective.
like the inspo for Jaws.
And how do sharks mate if they are able to do salt and
Well,
fresh
no,
water?
not all of them.
Not
are like
all of
that.
them
Like,
can.
For example, a great
Oh,
white
okay,
can't swim
okay, I
up,
got you.
out the river, but a bull shark, it was designed. It evolved that way so that it was more advanced.
So a great white is only found in salt water?
Yes.
Gotcha. Did you know that?
As is a majority of shark species. I believe that the bull shark is the only
one that can go into fresh water.
Science is
It
my
can
worst
basically
subject.
reboot its system in fresh water and not be affected.
That's amazing.
It's really fascinating, actually.
That is amazing, the way that the oceans work.
That's evolutionary biology.
Yeah,
For
they're
example-
just freaking weird.
Then I heard that the turtles, because my daughter, my stepdaughter is on this whole turtle thing. I said, well, you see the turtles coming out and they're struggling to go in the water. Why don't you just pick them up and throw them in the water?
But that's the point of the
You can't. No, you can't, because they need to exercise their lungs or
Right, so
whatever
like
it
when
is.
they're crying, they're actually expelling salt water from their
Yeah.
from their
to get
system.
to survive. If you were to pick them up, put them in the ocean, they would drown.
Yeah.
I said, what?
Not only
And
that,
it's like-
Don't touch
so
turtles.
most
Don't
sea
touch 'em.
turtles all end up coming up shore on one night, so they can
Yeah.
all mass lay their eggs at the same time. Because
Yeah.
when the eggs hatch in the next week, all the predators will eat the first couple and then be full, and the rest will survive.
And we're in turtle season right now, and so all the lights are off. So they came out with these cool little yellow lights that like very low density.
Yeah,
You
you
can
have
see
to.
'em?
It's like law in Florida now because the sea turtles they'll confuse it for the moon.
Yeah,
And so they'll like crawl to like the streets and stuff.
Really?
Or
Because they
they'll
follow
go
the
in
moon.
drainage ditches and stuff like
That's
that.
why you can't have the lights on.
Yeah, because
I
the
didn't
little
know that.
baby turtles will follow the moon that's like supposed to be over the
Millions of
ocean.
years of evolved
But then they'll get
instinct
confused like
working
and
against
mistake
them.
a street light for the moon, so then baby sea
Did you know
turtles
that?
are getting crushed in the street.
Isn't this amazing?
I don't know much about like marine.
Also, do you guys
life.
know
I
that
went
they
into
all
college
eat,
as a
they'll
marine
actually
biology
eat,
major.
Yeah.
jellyfish.
You look like a marine biology major.
I was
Yeah,
for a
so
while, and
you
then
know
I
that, you
changed.
know why the plastic bags in the water are so bad for the sea turtles, right? Because they mistake them for jellyfish, and it gums up their systems.
Thumbs
And
up.
then
If they
eat them.
if they don't eat them, they get suffocated in the bag.
Right.
Yeah.
Because they think it's a jellyfish, because that's one of their normal diets.
Yeah, but why do we throw the ocean? Why do we put garbage in the ocean anyway? Isn't in the Pacific Rim they have that big island
Floating
of?
island
That's
of
because
trash.
we don't know how to make it biodegradable.
Because people suck.
It's the same thing. Why are
It's a
there
good thing
oil
we have
spills?
AI. AI is going to resolve all that issue. I'm going to ask it. It's going to
Yeah,
go and says, "This is what you got to do."
Yeah,
I would say I would just make everyone live in the garbage, and they'll clean it up.
I agree.
You know, people will live in
Yeah,
garbage.
switch lives with all the marine life for a day and see
People-
how they like being strangled by plastic.
people don't
Better
care.
yet, put them in
Well,
the
it's
woods
just
with
like
all the
it's
garbage
one of
that we
those
dump
things.
out there.
It's like people probably don't, I don't think there's enough emphasis on the fact that like a majority of like the world's oxygen
It's from the ocean.
comes from the ocean rather than like trees. Yes, trees play a big part of it, but like it is
5%.
the
It's
ocean.
like the algae in the ocean, yeah?
Or
You saw-
like there are algae in the ocean that are like being studied that have the potential to like help with things like dementia and cancer and stuff like that. And
Yeah,
like
but there's no money.
studies like that
There's no money in
are
that.
really important, and not a lot of people know that. And if we're not taking care of it, then we're losing all of these potential
Like, for
resources
example-
and all these things that
Like,
keep
for example,
our
if somebody has cancer, right? And there's a cure out there, why don't they do the cure? Because the hospital wants to make money.
Because
off
you
your-
would destroy the ecosystem of money.
Yeah, well, big pharma is like capitalism at its finest.
So we'll treat your disease, but we won't get rid of it for as long as possible.
They want you to be sick.
But then there's also things like mass fishing and like unethical like sourcing and stuff like that. So
And we could put an end to that, but
Right.
we don't.
yeah, because different countries have like different regulations, which is
We
why
just
like
don't prioritize it enough.
in like some countries like shark finning is like a big thing, which is like super
I watched a whole documentary on
super
that.
unethical.
Shark
It's
finning?
so sad. Yes.
And like there are other things like that
Like the dragnet fishing.
right.
Like the rhinoceros horn.
Right.
Why the hell do you kill that poor animal
Because
for a horn?
Just
They're
for its
called-
horn. It's the same
They
thing
believe
with
that it
the
has like,
sharks.
medicinal purposes, which it doesn't really.
Let me put
Also,
a
there's a
bullet.
big black market for it.
Let me put a bullet in your ear, and I'll take away all your meniscal needs.
Exactly.
Right. So it's just like
Give me your
it's
postal
interesting.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those things where like where does society put its priorities and does society deem is important at the time, and for the past however many years the ocean just hasn't been high on that list.
Wow. It's amazing
sad.
that we survive on that ocean. You
Right.
saw COVID, how clean the waters began to get, and how the air started to purify itself because everything was shut down.
Well, like
'Cause
that's
there
an
wasn't a
example.
lot of
Like,
activity.
did any of you guys ever see in Endgame?
No.
Remember how when they got rid of half the population, everything changed?
Yeah, Marxism.
Well, no, I'm just saying that when they because the
No, not
whales
Marxism,
are
the
actually
other one.
showing up in the New York harbor because they there weren't as many boats coming into it and stuff like that, and air was cleaner and all that stuff.
So, before we end the show, what kind of car would you be?
I know, I'm trying to think too.
What kind of car would you be? Your personality. What kind of car would you be?
I would really like to be a old 90s Chevy Blazer.
Why?
Cool.
You like
pickup
the
truck,
you like
sky
throwback
blue.
also? And see this?
See, I had those as a kid.
Little turf in
I
the
know
bed.
for sure. I would go backwards too. It'd be an older Bronco, an older
Crank
Mustang.
that window
I
down.
saw this Bronco on the street that was complete. Like they had the vintage style, but it was all new stuff in it. Like they reworked the
interior.
entire car. Like everything was new, but it
I've seen
looked
those.
vintage,
Those are pretty
and I
cool.
thought that was awesome. I
So
think we
you
should
don't
do
want
that.
you don't want a modern car. You want to go back.
No,
Yes, I
modern
want a
cars
vintage
suck.
look with the advantages of a modern car. A vintage look with the advantages.
Like a
a little cool
reskin
pickup truck.
PC.
Pickup
That's all
truck.
I want. In a cute
It'd
color.
either be like in a bright like red or like a light blue.
Yeah, I just felt like
So you want a
Right,
pickup
red
truck
guy,
also?
No, I
pickup
want a
truck.
Bronco or a
A
Mustang.
Bronco.
Oh, I could see you with
O.J.
Mustang.
Simpson, white Bronco. What
You know,
about
they
you?
actually reference that in the second
Radio, grab
strike.
that mic, radio. What kind of car would you like to be?
I don't really know anything about cars.
Okay.
I don't even know if I could like name a car.
Okay. Is it an old car or a new car?
But definitely an old car.
Again.
Like
An
the new
old
cars.
aesthetic car.
Again.
Modern
Because
stuff.
Freddie,
You can
look
have
at
a
the new
back
cars that
camera.
came out. Look at the Tesla truck, man. You
They're
think any of us
hideous.
want to be one of
No.
those? No.
We laugh at
I
those
hate to
people.
say it, but
They're
but
eyesores.
if you ask me, the Cybertruck looks like a low polygon PS2 car.
It's the
from a
base
video
of my
game.
existence.
One
Dude,
thing
it
I
looks like
hate.
an old vintage TV with the box on the back. Like,
What-
what?
No, it looks
Yeah.
worse than that.
You know what? I actually
It's
read
a
an article
dumpster.
that somebody's Cybertruck got attacked by raccoons because they mistook it for a dumpster.
It looks like a dumpster. And listen, if an explosion happens in that car, it only goes in one direction.
I know.
One trend I've seen is that we move away from those like press buttons, like the very analog
start the car?
press, and now you have to touch this digital thing. There's no reactiveness to it, no response. I miss
that
like
or
back when I
having
was a
that.
little
Keep
kid.
things simple.
I miss when I was a little kid doing drives, and then you have a
Simplicity.
portable DVD player, and you'd get to hit
What
the
are you talking
buttons
about?
and
You
all
tell
that
the
cool
car
stuff.
drive itself.
Plug
You
your
go,
headphones
okay,
in.
you drive, and then you're reading a book where the car drives
I
itself.
don't trust that at all.
I don't trust
Yeah,
it.
me
Yeah, but that is
That's
so.
why I'll never buy a
That's
Tesla.
But that is so cool.
It's
Back in
cool.
the day, you know how many miles I've driven in my life? My God. If I could say, okay, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to read a book. You drive the car. Just don't hit anything.
No, at that point, I would just hire a driver if I didn't want to drive.
Oh, if I have that money, I'm definitely doing that.
There's a company that I looked up.
Because I don't trust.
There's
That's
a
gonna be my
technology like
assistant.
that.
There's a
driver.
company I looked up that has a chauffeur,
See?
and these modern cars. These cars are beautiful. I mean, modern computer-looking cars, and it comes with a chauffeur. And from here to Fort Lauderdale, there's $129. I don't think that's unreasonable for a chauffeur one way
$129 for the day.
for the trip. Yeah, the day.
Jesus Christ.
If you
I
have the
just
money,
think-
it's nothing. It's
I just
pocket
had an
money.
interesting
Yeah.
thought. I think the reason why a majority of us, when you asked that question, said, "Oh, a vintage car or an older car,"
Right.
is because we all grew up with technology, literally like right here.
Are you
with like
tired
the
of it?
We're tired
newest,
of
like
it.
most
I
modern
am.
The problem
thing,
is with modern technology,
right
it's got no
smack in my
style.
face.
So
So
the
do
old
you-
stuff is modern to us because it's new to us.
Well, I wouldn't even say it's modern to us, but
Well, not
like
modern, but
it's
it's
like-
new to us because we haven't seen it before.
I don't need all that stimulation anymore. I've had it for 22 years. I'd
Yeah.
rather something that's a-
22 years.
Okay,
I got
but-
shoes older
Holy
than
shit.
that.
Okay, but just like, do you see the point I'm making now?
I do,
Like,
I do.
I don't need all of that. I don't need a car with like a 4 HD screen that takes up half my dashboard and like whatever, and it drives myself so I can do what?
Literally, do what?
Sit there and watch the road? Like what? So I don't need all of that. I'd rather
hate
have a
driving.
little.
I don't need all that convenience.
No, that's a
Remove all
lot
of the convenience,
of
please.
stimulation that we've
Bring
grown
back
up
effort.
having.
I
Bring
just
back-
hate driving though. It makes me anxious.
Really?
Like I
Now
get
let
really
me
bad
ask you.
anxiety in my
Okay,
car.
so let me ask you. So Dazzle's new, right? He's new.
Relatively.
So somebody that comes in here new from school, and then you approach them with this philosophy, and they say, "Oh no, I haven't had my full. I love technology. That's what it's all. AI is my friend. The whole nine."
Well, that's his opinion.
How do you? I understand that, but how do you explain to them? Because I think longevity is in old school. I think that new school gets complicated. AI gets in the way. technology gets in the way, and then when it doesn't work, you don't know how to turn off the microwave.
Yeah, there's no effort to actually learn things and retain information. It's
So
just
how do you
there at the
teach
touch of
people?
your fingertips.
How do you teach
Well,
people?
people like that who have those opinions or that far that are that deep into the rabbit hole, I don't think you're able to change their minds. You'll just double down.
So that's why I learned the old school techniques too.
Well, one day you're gonna learn that the hard way. Like one day, like the power's gonna go out,
you're
and
gonna
you're
be
not,
asked-
and
yeah.
you're not gonna know
Which
how
is why I
to
know how
And
to
you're not
get
make
really
fired.
pasta, and all of a sudden,
But what's so
you're
lovely?
gonna have to say
sound like
F
my-
it and
you
figure
sound
it
like
out.
my
That
dad.
happens.
Or someone's gonna have to
Sort of
give you
fire
like.
with a phone.
You sound like my dad.
But no, but that's
But
like
he was right.
that's
Yeah.
like the reality. Like I was in Arizona on spring break. We're driving through Arizona, all these parks. It's snowing outside. The service is really bad. We're using like navigation on our phones. We lose service. Like, thank God we know how to read a map. Sorry, but there's a map. Think of our generation. Like, not everyone knows how to read a map.
You guys know how to read a map?
So like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how to
think-
read a map?
like at some point we were like, all right, well, we don't know where we're going. Like, pull out the 10-mile long map
Literally,
and
like, the size of
we
a dash.
we gotta we're like crunched up, like trying to read it, and
Yeah, like let's find
But
that piece.
I think also
Treasure
just
map.
basic courtesy has also gone out the window too with
Right.
that. But I mean, I was on a flight and I was sitting in the back and all these people behind us. Proper etiquette is you just stand up, you stand there, and you wait for the plane to deboard front to back.
LOL.
These people
Ran to the
booking
front.
it.
Yeah,
I'm
they're
like,
runners.
what's wrong with
I
you?
can't
I
stand
hate the
them.
runners.
And it was like
Can't stand
it
them.
wasn't like a row. It was like 6 rows of people at different spots just
Family.
booking it. And I'm like, no, just like all separate people. And I'm like,
You know what I do on the plane when I'm in the back row? I wait till we're at the gate and everybody starts moving. Then I get out of the seat.
I don't even want to get out the seat. I open a book and I say, I want to be the last one out because if you think I want to fight, and then they take the maleton, you know, that big cluster thing that
Oh,
they get
the
right in your
maleta.
head. Right in your head.
and they hit 4 people
Oh
on the
my
way
God.
down, and
No, man, I'm just going to wait. You do you,
Yeah.
and I'll
I don't
do
get why
me.
flying's so hard for people. It's very simple. It's not
It's a simple
difficult.
math.
It's a
Because
simple
they check
thing.
their
You
brains
show
with
up
their
an hour
luggage.
early. You show up an hour early. You go through TSA. You take your
Yeah,
shoes
yeah.
off, listen to instruction, get
it
to your
really
gate.
should be the chillest thing ever. It never
It's the worst
changes. It's
thing.
the same
In
process.
theory, it is the most chillest thing ever, with the exception of maybe they lose your luggage, maybe something's wrong with your passport.
TSA,
okay.
the line is
Delays.
long.
Yeah,
okay.
but, like,
The hardest part about flying is the hiccups.
There's just like steps you take. That's it. It's
Yeah.
like a 5-step process, and you're done.
and you're
That's
done.
why I like to have fun when I'm taking
I
a
love
flight.
going to the
Bring some
airport
Kentucky
and
Fried.
doing
I
it
brought
there,
chicken on one time, a bucket, and
Rotisserie chicken?
people were looking, and I look, and you want some? And that bucket went through the whole front of the plane.
Airports are like malls where you get to fly somewhere.
Y'all are feasting
Everybody,
on that plane.
and everybody says, "All right." And then they bought me drinks. They bought anything I wanted because I brought in a bucket. But
You were
shouldn't it
the
be
chicken
that
guy.
way? I mean, we're on all this together. We're gonna be sharing air for a couple of hours. We might as well just
sharing air.
sharing air, because you know that air don't go anywhere else.
That
It
is
just
circulating.
circulates.
We're all breathing
Oh.
each
I
other's
smelled
air,
that
like,
Kentucky Fried till I landed in New
being
York.
on an
You know what
airplane
needs
is
to stop?
low-key like an intimate experience. Like we're all just sharing the same air for an
Yeah.
extended period of time.
That's what I tell people. I says, "Yo, baby, you want me?" And then when you land in New York, you smell that Kentucky.
We're in just like one big quarantine bubble with all of each other's
That's
germs
it.
But do you know what needs to stop is those people taking the scented wipes with the lemon scent going all over the
my
place.
God.
And I'm like, for like a whole flight, I'm smelling this
It
thing
is a
behind
little
me.
triggering if you're sensitive.
And I'm
to
like,
scents,
I'm not
See,
even
like,
sensitive. It
see,
was
when
just
I
annoying.
fly, I always get the aisle seat because I'm wedged in there like some door shoved into it.
I would hate to have to sit next to you in an aisle seat. I'm gonna tell you straight up, buddy. I love you, but I gotta tell you, I put you in the tail or something because you take up 2 seats. You're a big
I know.
guy.
I know. That's what I'm saying.
I have the same problem. They put me in the corner. Lady says, the wing. You want to sit at the wing? And I says, okay, because you get more room. Are you willing to, am I willing to what?
Are you willing and able to help in the case of an
In case of
emergency?
emergency?
You have to be
Verbal-
last.
Verbal
Out the door.
confirmation.
You have to
like,
be
yes.
last. Or can you
Don't worry.
agree and
I
write
got
your name?
you.
Can I have your driver's license? I said, listen, honey, I'm going to tell you something. When this plane goes down, the last thing in the world you got to worry about is me opening that door.
Yeah, I'll be running through it. I'll make an exit.
There'll be suction.
Nobody's
So much
singing my
suction.
praises as I'm in the terminal eating the taco.
That's hilarious. Can you imagine the guy that landed the plane in the Hudson? And he had the
Oh,
people
Sully.
at the door, and everybody had to go on the wing. That guy wasn't directing traffic. He ran out with his
Yeah,
maleton
but-
saying, "Mama, mommy, please help me."
They gave him so much flack for that, and that whole plane would have been lost if he didn't do what he
They're
did.
yeah, they want the plane to go down. Now they have a new thing where the passengers are gonna pop out and a parachute, they're gonna land down. This has been going on for years.
Did
But
you hear
Didn't they
about
do that in
the
Star
almost
Wars?
crash the other day?
against the B-52
planes?
bomber.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And they're screaming at the pilot
Well,
because he avoided it. Because he could have just waited, but
yeah,
he didn't.
the
He
article
made
was like he made a quote unquote aggressive maneuver, and the whole plane was
Wait,
like,
what
wow.
B-52.
So this
B-52
regular
was
plane,
coming.
like commercial flight, was flying in, and a B-52 bomber plane was in the air. The military has radar to
Yeah,
know
jurisdiction.
where commercial
Yeah, of
flights
course.
are. And I guess it was lost in communication that the B-52 was on the same track as this. I don't know if it was
flight.
Delta, but let's call it
was Delta.
Delta flight.
I wouldn't be surprised if he didn't.
Then
It was Delta.
this like Delta pilot was like, "Holy crap, there's a B-52," and like flung it to the right and like moved out of the way
Made a U-turn.
and came
Squirrel
over the
just started
intercom and was like, "I'll explain to everybody what happened when we're on the ground safely." So everyone was like,
He did
"Okay,
explain
like,
himself.
What's happening?"
And he apologized.
Yeah, and he was like, "I'm so sorry. Like,
I'm sorry I saved our life.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to like
like,
figure
'cause-
out how this happened. I've never experienced that before." Like, even he was scared because obviously, like, they almost had like a plane crash
Yeah.
in the
Like,
air.
collision.
Like,
And the
So
shower
now they're
didn't
gonna
notify
take
him
the
either.
2 black boxes to analyze how close to see if he may lose his license
That's crazy.
because
Yeah.
they're saying that if it was far away, he should have just waited and then. But then he would have gotten. There's a lot of things that are going on
Yeah.
with that, but it
gonna
isn't
be another
fair because
Sully
there's
thing.
no radar at that city.
I do
Yeah.
think that the B-52 whatever had more reason to be the one to move out the way than
Right.
the commercial flight with 200 people
Yeah.
on it. You
The
know,
But also,
Well,
like,
B-52s
there's
can't
probably
move
more
that quickly.
detail,
I
but
don't think.
and there definitely is more detail and stuff. But yeah, pretty crazy.
The
It's not like a
B-52 was doing a
B-52.
flyover over a fair. So it was in the path to fly over the fair.
Yeah.
And they got in the way of the Delta. Now, there's no radar at this particular part of the state.
where
They
what
do everything by
airport was
radio.
this?
It was up north somewhere.
Wichita. It was one of these
Or-
cornfield.
Cornfield type.
I think it was Wisconsin.
Let me check. I'll
And they
Google
do it on the phone. They do it by radar, but the tower received the information from the military. They did not give it to the Delta because they felt that the Delta was far away enough from a B-52 is a big plane. Makes a lot of noise. Oh, it's one of the biggest in the world. And you look at this monster in front of you, it's going to change your mind about flying in that direction. And he may lose his license. Or he
That's
may
so
not be a
sad.
pilot ever again for being overly cautious, which really makes no sense. I don't get it.
It's like
North
like,
Dakota.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like, you save somebody's life from jumping off a plane. You go, it's like, oh yeah, it's like I saved your life. No, you ruined my death. It's like
Now, I'll give you a better one because we have to go. I'll give you a better one. A do not resuscitate, right? So somebody is having a heart attack and you walk in. So your first inkling is to give them, to massage,
Save their life,
save
yeah.
their life. And then if they have a ban, there was a movie made on this. They had a ban that says do not resuscitate. So when the person came back to life, they sued the person
can.
to save
Every
their
right
life.
to.
Yes.
Come on,
If
I
you've
understand
signed-
you can,
If you've signed a DNR,
but you didn't
crazy.
see it.
Doesn't matter.
it doesn't. Yeah.
Well, that's what the courts have to decide now
But
because
that's also
he
like
never saw it.
people with diabetes. Like they wear a bracelet, and like if you like
Yeah.
if
Like Jehovah's
Michael
Witnesses.
if Michael had a bracelet that was like. Or yeah, great example.
And you gotta know
Jehovah's
what the
Witness,
bracelet means.
If
You
you
can't give
don't
them
know
blood.
they're a Jehovah's Witness and you give them a blood transfusion, they're suing you.
Yeah.
Now the funny
So
thing
hard.
about all
I
this,
think
No
we're
winning.
too
Yeah.
happy, which is a problem.
but the funny thing about all this, you're not inclined to help people in need. So let's say you don't have. First thing you're gonna do is check their whole body to see if they have a do not resuscitate deal. That takes up
Well,
time.
your first instinct is to jump into action.
Well, I think that's why they do a pulse check here.
Well, the
That way you see the band if you're going for a
well,
pulse check.
I mean, the first thing you think about. I mean, I had this guy that.
There's actual steps. You actually have to scream for help. You ask someone to call 911. You check if they're breathing. Then you
Yeah.
start resuscitations if they're not breathing. There's like literally a
Also,
checklist.
typically, if
You
you're
do
like
not start
DNR,
compressions.
people know that you're like DNR. Like it,
Not if you're a stranger.
or not, if you're like completely alone, then I guess. But
I had a kid that jumped off, threw himself off a balcony in my complex. It landed on his head, and I was the first one on scene, and I ran out there, and I put a towel over him because he was really, really bleeding profusely. But I was afraid to help him because of this. So I kept whispering over him, saying, "You got to hold on. Just listen to my voice and stay here. Help is coming. Help." And he was trying to get up. This guy survived 50 feet.
Did you really?
Swear to God. And he jumped out 20 feet and landed on brick.
Well,
And I'm going to tell you, If
There's
you
good
saw what
Samaritan
I
law.
saw, the first instinct for me was to try to help this guy.
But actually, a lot of first instincts for people are to not.
Well,
Or just to watch
I
or
can't-
walk away.
There's a thing
can't do
called
that.
Good Samaritan law, where if you hurt somebody in the attempt to help them,
I didn't touch him.
if you hurt somebody in the attempt to help them, they can't sue you because it's called Good Samaritan law.
There was an accident on Linton Avenue. It was me, Linda, and Freddie, and this girl ran across, and I knew she wasn't gonna make it, but I
Was it on
slowed
the
down.
tracks?
No, it was on Linton, and I knew. I waited because I knew she wasn't gonna make it. This Jeep came out of nowhere. She hit her 50 feet. She landed on my trunk behind me, and I threw my car to the side. My son ran out because he saw traffic coming. He didn't even wait for me to stop the car, and he was waving people away for her because she was on the ground. And I ran out and I got over her and I put my jacket on her and I called the ambulance, which is right down the street. And the guy says, "We'll be there in 1 minute and 20 seconds." I said, "I don't have 1:20." And she was still alive. And that car must have hit her at 50 miles an hour. That windshield was gone. The hood exploded off this Jeep, and it was because of her. But the first thing I wanted to do was help her. You know what I'm saying? It's
That's
just
a good instinct to have.
it's just what I do.
Response.
But then everybody's telling me, lawyer friends of mine are telling me, "Freddie, you can't do that." I says, "What do you mean I can't do that? When have we turned into that kind of society that you don't help somebody in need? I can't."
That's the problem.
You want to sue me? Sue me.
I think you should always try and help, and I think like in the case of like a DNR, that's not like.
Well, I didn't even
Those
check.
are rare instances.
Those are
It's
I
not as
didn't-
common as we think they are.
Right.
But if it happens to you one time,
And
but
most
I
of the time people
don't check.
get DNRs, it's like, okay, I've had 2 heart attacks, I'm in my 80s,
old.
I'm...
And I think it's only if doctors resuscitate you. If a Samaritan does it, I think that's different. If I'm not mistaken.
It's just weird because I saw the movie
But they
the other day.
legally
It
can
was,
sue you.
it was a
they
weird.
could try.
But
Alright.
it'd be different if you were in a hospital and nurses know, okay,
Well,
this
that's
patient
messed
assigned to
up.
DNR.
I think a citizen doing it is a different
Yeah, if a
situation.
nurse
Well,
came in.
hopefully
and
you
did
never
it.
have to run into that circumstance because it is the most weird thing. And then afterwards you're sitting there says, "I did what?"
I hope I don't run into someone where I have to do chest compressions on.
You may have to.
I know.
Hey, I will
I'm
survive.
certified.
But would you do it?
Yeah.
Or does the law allow you to do it? It's just crazy.
I asked
Anyway,
my friends to go into cardiac arrest so I could do compressions on them.
What?
all right, moving on.
I need to practice somehow.
Break their
You
ribs.
should give a class.
Dummies aren't the same, trust me, as real people.
And you could crack ribs.
That's
Exactly.
you have to.
I remember
You're
doing
supposed to. You
my
have to.
CPR
Dummies aren't
class,
the same.
and they made us get into pairs, and we had to stand next to each other, and just like randomly like fake pass out, and you'd have to like catch
You have
each
to
other and like
roleplay.
get them on the ground. Like, help!
Somebody call 911.
Call 911!
When
Are they breathing?
I took a Lamar class, and something about the baby was supposed to put his head back to give him mouth to mouth. I popped the head off of it. So, it's just craziness. Anyway, listen, we got to roll out of here.
Start singing Staying Alive.
Stay.
Yeah, the song.
That's the way they taught
2
me.
inches
BPM
down,
you need, yeah.
mid sternum.
All right, we got to get out of
the
here.
baby?
We'll see you.
With the baby tootie.
We'll see you.
All right,
We'll see you
closing
at the
out, closing
midday
out.
show. Everybody say goodbye.
Bye.
See you later.
That's so funny.
I'm gonna throw this in the open.
Thank you for listening to the Brooklyn Cafe Morning Show. My mug is empty, and you know what that means.
I think it means it's time for a coffee refill.
As we prepare for other shows here at the Amp Media Production Studios.
Tune in for more fun and laughs at 12 o'clock for our afternoon show.
And remember to like, follow, and subscribe on our page.
Have a great morning, everyone. Stay safe and be kind to each other.
And don't be late.